Hey guys, what's going on? Egghead here. Today is another journey update since I did get done with my recent therapy session. This will be my third therapy session of the week. And honestly, my therapist says that she can definitely change. She can definitely tell how far I've come. And at least like the 2 weeks I've been doing this, she said that she was impressed of how far I've come, despite like only been like the third session. But anyways, regardless of that, let's get into the topic of what we talked about. We talked about, like I was saying, three different topics that we had. We talked about anger management, how to deal with my anger. We also talked about the negative thoughts, and how to deal with that, and also we also talked about boundaries and how not to cross them. So the first one I want to talk about was anger management. Now, obviously, I'm a fucking sensitive person. I get offended over any type of jokes or like if someone talks about like my mom, because my mom has Huntington's disease, and God knows if. Okay, fine. I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this, but yeah, there was one time someone said a "yo mama" joke to me, and honestly, I got upset. I overreacted because I love my mom. My mom is a touchy subject to me because of how she is, of how what she has, the disease that she has. Like say there's like something going on that's not really a huge issue. My brain and my lack of cognitive efforts would actually just make it to where it's overreacting constantly, and it would make things very awkward, very tense, and very bad for the people that are in the situation at hand. If I'm being put in the silent treatment, if there's someone mad at me and I'm always in there being put in the silent treatment, and I'm being put in the silent treatment because someone wants their space, I'm one of those people that always had to freaking try to solve it now. And the person that could be possibly giving me the silent treatment could be oh, this person wants their space, and I'm one of those people that just oh, I need to get things done right now. I need to get it done right now. And by me constantly trying to solve the issue right then and there, I would always make it worse than it already is. By me not giving the person space, and by me trying to solve it right then and there, it was actually negative, because it wasn't me giving the person space to cool off, and not letting me give the person time to cool off and then think like an actual reacting human being. And that way we could both talk one-on-one and basically try to resolve this situation. The negative thoughts. Oh boy, yeah, here's an example of negative thoughts. This past Tuesday, when I was at work, I had an influx of negative thoughts, and just anxiety attacks just come and hit me all at once. And the main reason why I got these anxiety attacks and negative thoughts was mainly because I was afraid that, what if your friends never talk to you again? What if, even if you do get better, that your friends never want to talk to you again? They don't like you. They never want to be your friends again. And I'm just thinking to myself, I know these are false. I know that these are false thoughts. I know that these are really bad negative thoughts, but on that day, it was just a huge influx of negative thoughts. So what I did to combat those negative thoughts, was I just basically wrote them down in my journal, which I have. I think it's sitting on the bar back there, or just probably on the couch over back there. But it basically just wrote down my feelings, and the therapist said that the journal is a wonderful idea. The journal is a perfect idea for me to write down my feelings, write down how I am, And with time passed, all that night went on, the negative thoughts just kind of fluttered away, and they never came back. I mean, it's Friday. It's been, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's been 3 days since the incident, and the negative thoughts are not coming back. I'm pretty sure they probably will try to come back and try to creep up in my mind. But one way that the therapist actually told me to like think of is like, imagine that I'm at a beach, and the waves are coming in, the tides coming in, and your little anxiety. Imagine those negative thoughts as the waves coming up and hitting you. Sure, they're gonna be they're gonna make you get anxiety attacks because they're gonna maybe make you fear for your life or whatever, maybe make you fear negative thoughts. But those negative thoughts will just wash away. They will wash away. And that is exactly what those negative thoughts did. They washed away. The third one, boundaries. There have been times where I have crossed major boundaries. And sometimes I would say, okay, yeah, I get it. I should not cross these boundaries. I should not really cross these boundaries. But then I just kept doing it again and again and again and again and again. But now that I have had this time to basically just been thinking about all the stuff that's going on with my mental health, all the stuff that's been going on emotionally with me as a human being. Here's a good example of me stepping over boundaries. There's times where I'm hanging out on my friend's server, and this person's meeting a new friend of theirs, and they're talking, they're getting a little bit more information, and I said maybe this person might say something that I could possibly also say, oh hey, I did that too, or whatever. I would always interject and basically interrupt the whole flow of the conversation to make it about me. And I wanted to maybe get the attention that I probably didn't even know that I even wanted back then. And by doing so, that would just make everything so awkward. So just basically just throw everything off track. Basically, because it's like a well-oiled fucking machine that all of a sudden derailed right instantly every time I freaking interject with the whole thing. And I really didn't even know that I even was doing that. But talking to the therapist and opening my eyes to everything, yeah, I have been doing that, and it does suck. And it definitely has opened my eyes that respecting boundaries is a very, very important thing when it comes to friendships, and it's everything. Especially respecting people's boundaries, letting them have their space when they are angry, and giving them time to cool off so you can basically try to resolve things at a calm manner. Learning how to deal with the negative thoughts, imagining that I'm in a ocean, and just basically talking to myself and basically making myself feel that, okay, these negative thoughts are just basically temporary. They're not going to be here forever. You are stronger than this. And of course, the anger management, basically me working and admitting that yes, I do have a problem with my anger. I also am doing everything in my power to control my anger, the whole 1 to 10 system, and there have been some instances where I have overreact. Basically, if there ever comes a situation, if anyone ever throws a yo mama joke at me or whatever, I'm just basically just gonna say, my mom's a touchy subject for me, and I would appreciate it if you did not joke about her, instead of basically saying, how dare you talk about my mom and all that shit. But yeah, this is the third session. This is the third recap session, and I honestly think that it's going really well. This whole thing is going perfectly. I feel myself changing every single day. I feel like some point soon, or maybe it's already happening. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be a better person. I feel like I'm already am turning into a better person because I'm finally understanding what everyone was trying to tell me, that people should respect boundaries. They need to respect. I need to respect boundaries. That I need to give people time to cool off, not interject when people are talking, not overreact to certain situations. I think the therapy sessions so far have definitely helped out for the better. But anyways, guys, I'm Egghead. My next therapy session is in 2 weeks. August, I think it's the 18th of August, so that'll be Friday the 18th. Yes, Friday the 18th. 2 weeks from now, it can happen. You never know. But this journey so far has been an amazing journey. I feel myself becoming a better person each day, and a new person each day as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey update. I will see you guys in the next journey update in 2 weeks. And who knows? Maybe I might be a new person by then. You never know. But anyways, guys, I'm Egghead. Have a good night.